They say life begins at 40. But for a chosen one, this isn't just a cliché. It's a profound spiritual reality. If you've always felt different, if your journey has taken you down roads few have dared to walk, if you've carried burdens that others could never understand, then hear this clearly. Everything you've endured was for a divine purpose. Your pain wasn't punishment. Your solitude wasn't rejection. Your setbacks weren't failures. They were the fires that forged you, the spiritual boot camp that prepared you for what you're truly here to become. At 40, the pieces start to fit. The veil lifts, and the divine blueprint of your life begins to reveal itself like never before. This milestone is more than just a number. It marks the beginning of transformation, where trials give birth to wisdom, and your soul begins to radiate its true light. If you're approaching 40, already crossed this sacred threshold, or even if it's years away but your spirit resonates deeply with this message, stay with me. You're about to uncover 8 powerful reasons why the life of a chosen one truly begins at 40. And trust me, you'll want to hear every one. Before we begin, if this message resonates in your soul and feels divinely timed, type 1111 in the comments to affirm it, and to call in alignment and blessings. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Your support helps us continue sharing truths that awaken, heal, and empower. Now, let's begin. 1. The power of self-realization. By 40, you've lived enough life to see through the illusions. Where once you chased validation, status, or material wealth, now you seek something deeper. You've realized that real success isn't found in the eyes of the world, it's discovered within. You no longer perform for approval. You align with your divine essence. This is the beginning of true self-realization, when you finally live not for others, but for your calling. You become rooted in your own truth, values, and soul purpose. 2. You stop chasing and start attracting. In your earlier years, you may have chased love, opportunities, acceptance. But at 40, you understand. What is meant for you will align effortlessly. You step into your authenticity, and suddenly, you become magnetic. You stop begging for doors to open and start trusting in divine timing. With this confidence, you begin to attract what's aligned rather than pursue what drains. 3. Your energy becomes magnetic. Through the storms, trials, and awakenings, you've cultivated an aura that speaks louder than words. By 40, people begin to feel your presence. You no longer need to explain who you are. Your energy carries the story. Your wisdom, your peace, your quiet strength. It draws the right people in and repels what no longer belongs. Your soul radiates from within, and others can't help but notice. 4. You no longer fear being alone. Where solitude once felt like punishment, now it feels like sanctuary. At 40, you no longer run from being alone. You embrace it. You use this space for growth, reflection, creativity, and healing. You recognize that being alone is not the same as being lonely, and you would rather walk alone than be surrounded by people who drain your spirit. And because of this strength, you naturally begin to attract deeper, more aligned connections. 5. You release the weight of the past. The betrayals, the heartbreaks, the missed chances. You no longer carry them as wounds. You carry them as wisdom. By 40, you've learned that holding on to resentment only holds you back. You finally let go, not because it didn't hurt, but because you value your freedom more than your pain. You understand that forgiveness isn't weakness, it's liberation. And with this release, your soul feels lighter, and your future brighter. 6. You redefine success on your own terms. In a world obsessed with titles and trophies, you choose something different. You choose meaning. You choose peace. Success is no longer about how much you have, but how deeply you live. You no longer compare your journey to anyone else's because you understand. Your path is sacred, and your purpose is unique. You stop measuring your worth by the world's standards, and instead, live in alignment with your heart's calling. 7. You stop explaining yourself. In your younger years, you may have constantly felt the need to justify yourself, your dreams, your boundaries, your decisions. But now, you move in silence and confidence. You realize that not everyone is meant to understand your path, and that's okay. You don't waste your breath on explanations. Your focus is clear. Your soul is grounded. You're not here to be understood by the masses. You're here to walk your divinely chosen path. 8. Financial and spiritual abundance align. For many chosen ones, the early years are filled with financial struggles and spiritual searching. But by 40, there's a shift, not just in your mindset, but in your frequency. You understand the truth. Abundance is energetic. It flows not from chasing, but from aligning. And now that you've aligned with your higher purpose, money becomes a tool, not a trap. Your relationship with wealth matures. You make wiser choices. You attract what supports your mission. And your life begins to reflect the harmony between spiritual richness and material blessing. This is where you embody true abundance, grounded, graceful, and guided by purpose. This is the Chosen FY channel. If this message resonated with you, let us know by typing 1111 in the comments. It not only confirms your alignment, but opens the door to divine blessings. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're just getting started. Remember, you are not behind. You are not late. Your awakening is right on time. Your purpose is rising. Your energy is shifting. And the world is finally about to witness who you really are. Stay strong. Stay wise. And until next time, keep walking the path of the Chosen One. Thank you for watching.